अनुभव होता हमको ऐसा बार बार है, अनुभव होता हमको ऐसा बार बार है। अव्यक्त होते बाबा लगता साकार है, अव्यक्त होते बाबा लगता साकार है। मधुबन के आंगन में जिधर भी हम जाए, मीठे प्यारे बाबा की झलक उधर पाए, मीठे प्यारे बाबा की झलक उधर पाए। आँखों से होता अब भी उनका दीदार है, आँखों से होता अब भी उनका दीदार है। गगन में सूरज बन है वो आए, दूर नहीं बाबा हमसे अब दिल यही गाए, दूर नहीं बाबा हमसे अब दिल यही गाए। हम पर बरसता रहता उनका ही प्यार है, हम पर बरसता रहता उनका ही प्यार है।
You're muted, Kiran Bahan.
Please unmute.
Om Shanti. Hello to all you spiritual moths who are becoming accomplished social media designers. I just wanted to make a few comments today before the start of the session. First of all, wasn't it amazing how Baba talked about words and making words powerful today and fruitful? And I think yesterday, Nandabai covered some of that. He showed you how to use the headline analyzer, which can give you a cue as to how impactful your sentences and phrases are. And I think I didn't get a chance to watch the entire video, but I think he commented a bit about what's appropriate content and what isn't. And it's always the basic principle for me as an editor is less is more. And so the fewer words, you can keep whittling words out of your sentences as much as possible and get rid of all the extra ones. And you can also minimize the use of emojis too much. Emojis are okay, but you have to use them very judiciously. And the same goes for punctuation. In that video he showed you with all those exclamation points, they kind of lose their impact after a while. So, and especially, even if your English is your first language, if you're putting up words in English, you have to really check and check again, because we get used to seeing our own stuff and we don't pick up where we make mistakes. So it's always good to have somebody proofread your copy before you finalize it into a video. And if your English is not your first language, if it's your second language, it's especially important to run it by a native English speaker, because sometimes the wording is not exactly as you're used to speaking it. And that is an obvious, for anybody who is English speaking, it sticks out like a sore thumb. So it's very important, your choice of words and the amount of words that you have, and also the punctuation and the use of emojis. So with that, I'll just turn it back over to Brother Nanda and look forward to what we're going to learn today. I do also want to mention about the homework. And Brother Nanda, maybe you can clarify this. As I understand it, the homework you give on Saturday and the homework you give on Sunday is the homework for the weekend, and it's due the following week. Is that correct? And also, if you can send me just a little encapsulation of the homework, not just yesterday's, but also last week's. I think I didn't post last week's homework, and some people were confused about, you had 3 different things, and I think I missed one of them. So if you could send me that, I'll post it to the group later on. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Kiran. Thank you so much. Can you all hear me? Is it okay? Can? All right. Thank you. Good. Just give me a moment. Okay. So yesterday we did see about the wordings, the emotional value analyzer. And today we're going to go even further. Probably we are going to start writing something, testing it out. And also I'm going to show you a few more things on Canva. And after that, I will show you a little bit on Filmora. Okay. And today I'm going to use Canva for Facebook designs. Okay. So I hope you're okay with that. All right. So let's get started. And let me share my screen. Okay, so what did we do yesterday? Yes, you can see my screen. That's an EMV analyzer, emotional value analyzer, right? So that's what we did yesterday. And let's move on. Now, today we're going to focus on actually getting those copywriting, what are the words we can actually use when we are actually posting in Facebook. It's more like an advertising kind of sentences. That's what we want to focus on. So there's a simple formula for that. I'm going to show you that. All right, and I've typed out something like this. But look at my words and fonts. They're really not so good. Okay, so I'm going to change it here. I'm also going to show you that it's very important for you to arrange the way you type things, the size of the font, the positioning, and so on. So I'm just going to take a few minutes rearranging this. I'm going to take a few minutes showing how we can actually make this better. All right. Now, because some of us might be just typing words on PowerPoint, and then there could be a lot of words at times, like what Sister Kiran has said, and that may not be good. Okay, it may not create an impact. And when there's too many words, it actually sorts of dilutes people's focus. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Okay, so if I highlight this, and you see, I want you to take a look at this point here. You see this point here? There's 1, 2, 3. Okay, if I click on that, you get 1, 2, 3. So this 1, 2, 3 was actually typed. So I'm going to remove that. I don't need a typed 1, 2, 3 because the PowerPoint can actually create an automatic 1, 2, 3, a list. So if I click again, let's highlight this again. If I click this again, it disappears. You see that? I'm just showing you how you can actually arrange these things properly. So now I'm going to again click 1, 2, 3, and you get list. And today what we are doing is I showed you this yesterday, but these are the points which are actually necessary for the EMV analyzer and Facebook copywriting. So the first thing you're going to focus on is the pain points. Pain points, I'm sure you know what that means. Now, these are some difficulties faced by people, right? So I'm going to highlight this. Let's remove all these points first. I'm going to unlist them. Can you see that? Okay. Now, look at this. So these are the problems or what your target audience are actually going through, some difficulties, some kind of a problem they're facing. So we must actually use those pain points to sell or to actually communicate our idea, our product or our service or whatever it is, okay? So I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to make this all small because this is sort of a header. This is like a header, and this is the explaining sentence over here. Okay, I'm going to make this small. And again here. So the second point is going to be benefits. I'm going to make this small. Okay. The third one, which I showed you yesterday, was the social proof. Okay. All right. Can you see that? Now it becomes better. So if you are explaining to people, whether it's an online foundation course or whether it's a program that you're doing this, whether it's a talk and you're trying to show some PowerPoints, all right, your header is always bigger. Let's choose a bigger size font. I'm going to make it bigger. I'm going to choose Arial Black because most of you have this font. Okay, can you see that? You can make it a little small, that's fine. So same goes here. And I'm going to press Control, because Control selects multiple. Can you see that? I can select multiple words using Control. And then click on Arial again, Arial Black. Let's make the size similar, 36. Is it 36? What is this? 32, 32, 32. There you can see it here, 32. Good. Okay. Now maybe you want to highlight this. Press Control again, highlight this. Press Control again, highlight this. So you can select multiple. Okay. Now I'm just showing you some techniques to make things better. Okay. Then click on Shape Format. But remember, this is not shape, this is a text. So I'm going to click on Shape Format. I told you yesterday, there's two things here, shapes and text. We are currently manipulating the text. So this is the color that you want. Let's choose something. What would you like? Green? Orange? It's fine. Anything you like. I'm just going to go on with orange. Yeah, fine. But orange is not, it doesn't, I mean, it's a bit, the white background and the orange. Remember yesterday we did the color. It's a bit light background and the font. They have light colors. So what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to highlight this thing. Highlight this thing. Control and highlight. And I'm going to add an outline here. This is an outline, text outline. It becomes clearer. Of course, you can use any color. That's fine. All right. Now I'm showing you this. I've not gone into the topic. I'm just showing you how you could manipulate the fonts. Could you see it's far better than previously? Let's go back. Look at this. Look at this. There's a difference, isn't it? Okay, now Let's highlight further. I'm going to control again, highlight this, control this, control and highlight. And I'm going to add this button. Remember this button again. I did mention it yesterday. That's a shadow button. Shadow, you can click on shadow. And there's slightly a darker background just right behind the words. That is the shadow. All right. Now you can always test it out. Let's highlight this. Choose the color you like. Okay. But remember, use the color coding, which I actually showed you. Okay. Would you like this? Looks okay to me. Gray is fine. Okay. See, you can play it any color you like. I leave that to you. Okay. All right. So you can have lighter, then you can have slightly darker, and then you can have, you can also play with it, play with like this. Okay. So I'm just showing you this stuff so that you understand how to manipulate the text. So let's undo this stuff. Okay, good. Hope you're okay. All right, good. Now next. So I've got the headers here. We've got the headers here. Let's take a look how it looks in the projector mode. This is how it's going to look like. But it still doesn't create much impact. Probably there's too much of words. There's too much of words here. Remember, when you put up words out there, people are going to read them. People like to read, so they're not going to listen to you. So as like what Sister Kiran said, if there's too much, less is always better. Less is always better, all right? Baba shows us that, isn't it? Essence-full. Let's be very essence-full, but there's a lot of power in our words, okay? Our words maybe should become like a blessings to them. Let's do that, okay? So what I'm going to do is, what are pain points? So look at this. These are problems. Target audience are suffering from whatever, okay? So that's a bracket that your product solves. Now, what could I do this here? I just need 2 words, maybe 3 words maximum here. What could I say? What could I say? So I'm going to type something here. Okay. Okay. Let's address. Let's say address your customer's problem. What can I say? Anybody has got a good idea? What should I say? How do I summarize this? Problems faced by people, what the viewers or the listeners. Yeah, that's it. I'm just going to remove that. All right, so make it simple. Of course, you can find better words. Okay, problem solver addresses your problem. Fine. Some of you have written in the chat. Okay, addresses your problem. Yeah. Okay, good. Address the viewer's problem. Yeah, that's right. Address your customer. Let's call them customer or Baba's children or customers. Fine. Okay, customers' difficulties. Yeah, or highlight better. We're not addressing here. We're just highlighting. Okay, highlighting. Highlight your customers' difficulties. Okay, so that's what pain points are. Highlight. Sorry, there's a mistake here. Okay. So now, when you're writing a first sentence, you're going to highlight what their difficulties are. Let's put people. Doesn't sound so nice. Okay, people's difficulties. Okay, hope that sounds better. Solutions for your life. That's fine. No, what I'm saying is I'm trying to explain what pain point means. So highlight people's difficulty. Good. All right. So example, I'm going to show you an example. Look at that. Do you feel stressed by everything that's going around you? Yeah, which was given 60% by the EMV analyzer together with the emoji. Right? Do you feel stressed? That's it. I'm just highlighting. I'm asking you a question. Are you experiencing here depression, anxiety? 40%. So this looks better. Do you feel stressed? That's what I'm trying to do. So that's my first sentence in my FB page, where I'm trying to advertise a particular barber's program. So that's what we just did. We are highlighting people's difficulties. Number two, okay, number two. Now, we're also going to highlight what's the benefits of coming to this program. I think this is fine. Now, these are the key selling points of the program, okay? Program of our program. So you need to highlight some benefits here. Let's take a look. What benefits are there? Now, which one is the benefit here? Learn how to meditate. Is that fine? Okay. So this is the benefit. It gives you deep peace. Okay. All right. So that's about 50% given by the analyzer. Good. So anything above 40 is acceptable. Anything below 40, we need to probably change it. Use words which actually engage them more emotionally. Okay. So we're going to do that. So now benefits, we're going to highlight. Then we did see some social proof, but this is just too much. This is too much. So I'm going to remove all these things. Let's remove. Okay. Now, why do we need this? Why do we need this stuff? Why? Why do we need this stuff? Because we want people to believe us. We want people to actually say or believe that, look, what you're saying is true. And it is actually supported by some form of statistics. So I did show you the website yesterday, which had some 46 statistics, especially done in US. So those are really good points which you can actually use. All right. So those are really good stuffs. Okay. So proceed with that. So need you to actually choose some of those statistics. Again, according to the program that we are going to organize. So let's take a look. What did I do? Okay. Here, if you look, I don't have a statistic. I don't have a social proof here. Can you see? So this is my FB, which I actually just did. Okay. And Sister Kiran actually helped on a lot of stuffs here. Now, I don't have statistics at all. So again, looks like I'm talking about stress management or managing people's stress. So now if you're talking about stress management and managing stress here, can you see this is the topic? I think this is going to be the topic. Then you probably need to pick up something on stress and put it up somewhere here. Example, I'm going to remove this thing. I'm going to remove this thing. Meditation gives you a deep peace and helps to alleviate stress. Now, right under here, I'm going to put a statistics showing statistics on stress in people in the US. So if I have got a statistic here saying 60% of people suffer some form of stress at work, example, that's going to be really supporting this sentence. So that's what I meant. That's what I mean by social proof. Some form of, we are trying to say, look, our program is supported by facts, and you need that stuff. Now, the order of things need not be in this way. It doesn't need to be this way, okay? It can be in any way. Any order is fine. But generally, we start with a pain point because why? Probably the three main sentence like this, okay? 1, 2, 3 is going to be seen in the Facebook. The rest will probably be like, okay, read more or see more, okay? Okay, so that's going to be like read more or see more. So the first three sentence is what is going to capture people's attention. Okay, good. So now you have authority or social proof. Okay, good. So what else is there? Statistics, proof, reviews. Yeah, let's remove all these things. That shows the importance of our product. Okay, good. So this is the three main points. Now let's take a look at how it looks like. Now, what I'm going to do is now I'm going to make it come out one by one. Now let's take a look. I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to have, okay. I'm showing you how to manipulate here. So I'm going to have a text box. How do you have a text box? Insert text box. Can you see that? Now click type here. Okay, factors, criteria. Let's just put criteria. Criteria for copywriting. All right, copywriting. I'm going to make it big. And I'm also going to change it to black. And I'm going to go to shape format. I'm showing you this again because some of you are still not so used to PowerPoint. I'm going to choose gray. And I'm going to have a dark outline. Let's go for lighter gray. Fine. And I'm also going to add a shadow. Okay, good. So that's my header. Now I'm going to make this come out one by one. So this, I'm going to add an animation. You can choose any animation you like. Wipe is fine, wipe. But when you add wipe, the effect option is the words will appear from bottom up. So I'm going to have it from left to right. You can see it moves here. I'm going to do the same thing here. Those of you are not so sure about animation. So all you have to do is highlight and then wipe. Click on effect from left. So it moves from left. Again, I'm going to show it. All right. So especially those who are giving talks, let it come out one by one. Highlight, wipe, and it's going to move from left to right. You see that? Good. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight this again, wipe. So I leave that white to you. How do you want that to appear? From left to right, bottom up. Okay, good. So let's say you're giving a talk. So that's how it's going to look like. And then you're going to say, okay, everybody, I'm going to show you three things today. Number one, and you click your arrow button or your mouse. There are three things to actually do when you're doing, when you're writing, when you're doing copywriting. That is, address the pain points, the benefits, and social proof. Now, when they look at this, you are actually making them focus on these three. Then bring out, now you start talking about pain points. Then you go into benefits. Then you go into social proofs. Can you see that? The same thing appears. You can also exactly do this in videos. Okay, so once you have done a PowerPoint like this exact PowerPoint copy can actually be made into a video. This can also be made into a video. I'll show you that. All right. Good. Now, so can you see how exactly this animation stuff works? So try it out like this, and make sure you're okay and it's quite easy. Make it easy for you so that anytime you're giving a course, an online foundation course, or you're creating an animated video, the words will come out like this, will appear like this. Or if you're giving a talk, a particular talk, a public program, an open program. Okay, so this should be useful. So, all right, can you see that? One. So I'm explaining the header first. Why? Why did I do that? So that people actually understand I'm going to talk about 3 things and they're going to wait for it. Okay, but let's change this a bit. Okay, I'm going to change. Take a look. This is number 1, number 2, number 3. Can you see that? And this is number 4. Now I'm going to change the number 4. This is number 4. This is number 4 to number 2. Now let me do that. I'm going to go to animation pane where you can actually see all the animations. I'm going to make number 4 as number 2. Can you see number 4 here? All right. All you have to do is just click on this arrow. 1, 2, and it has become number 2. Now let's take a look. What's the difference here? Okay. Now, what's the difference with the previous slide? Now, if you are going to speak on this, just pain points, and you're going to just speak on this, people have no idea what's coming up next. And so people are like wondering, what's next? I can't see the whole big picture. But if you can give the header first, can you see that? It makes a difference. So as you're speaking about this, people are like very eagerly waiting for the next 2. Because they have got something to anticipate for, or they're anticipating the next. And they're hoping, all right, I've got something nice here coming up. So, but if you make it like this, people have no idea and they are actually like at your mercy. You are dictating their thinking. You're actually controlling how they should be thinking. So they have no freedom here. So give them the freedom, show them the header first, then get into the explanations. In that way, you make them more comfortable because then they are clear, okay, I've got something to expect, something nice coming up here. So this is some of the tricks you can actually use when you're giving a talk. Okay, so please learn this, especially those right hands in the center, because if the center coordinators need some help, you could actually start helping them on this kind of animations. All right, make their life easier also. Okay, good. So good. So that's good. I hope you're okay with that. All right, good. Okay. So good. I'm going to undo this and I'm going to change this number 2. All right, let's place it back at number 4. So I'm just clicking this arrow at this corner here. All right, it's moving to number 4. Can you see? It's become number 4 here. Good. Okay. So you're clear about this? Good. So I would like you to practice this kind of stuff. Get this animation clear for you. Okay. Good. Now, there's also one more type of animation. I'm going to do this very fast. Can you see this? Okay. So I'm going to take this number 4. Copy it. I'm copying it. Control C. And I'm going to also place it here. Okay. I'm going to place it here right below. Control V. Okay. Can you see that? So you can actually place it. And I'm going to change this stuff. I'm going to show it one more time so that you get the idea. Okay. You must become good at this because everything is now online. So PowerPoint or this kind of animation slides are actually is becoming important. All right, so I'm going to show it again. I'm going to press enter and I've brought these words right below. I'm going to highlight the urgency. Click home, all right. I'm going to click on the font, which is Arial Black. I've chosen orange. You can choose orange at this point. That's fine. That's fine. Or you can go to shape format. That's another way of getting your font color. I'm going to choose orange. The size is not the same. I'm going to have an outline for it. That's the outline button. And this is the effects button. Okay, so let's click on this. And then let's go back to home. I'm going to make the size 32. I think this is 32. Is this 32? Yeah, when you highlight, it shows 32. Good, I'm going to make it 32. And I'm going to have my shadow button, all right, shadow. Good, okay, good. So what is urgency again? Tell them to take action. Start taking action. Take action before, okay, take action. So you're creating urgency in people. So point number 4 is we need to create urgency in people. Now let's take a look whether there's any urgency here in my, let's take a look at this. Is there an urgency here?
Nandabai,
Yes.
Salam Bhai is saying a very important point that will
Yes.
save you a lot of time in doing all those formatting steps. You can just use this little format brush up there under the home button next to paste. The third button down is a format brush. You can just brush that over the format you want to copy and then drag it over the format you want to change, and everything will become the same as what you copied.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with that? It's called a format painter.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm not showing them at this point because I was just thinking that some of them may be very new to the whole stuff. Okay. Thank you, Kiran Ben. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. Okay. So, okay. I think this is done. Okay. I think this is done. Okay. So you test it out, especially those who are very new to it. I know some of you have never tested this out. Okay. Now, good. Now here. Now, number 4 is urgency. Okay. Urgency. Now, let's take a look. Is there an urgent something which is asking people, please sign up, please come? Do we have something like that? Yeah, there is something here. All right. But this is not an urgency. This is just an information telling you, please call us. Now, how do you create urgency? Now, you need to find some nice words. Okay, so I'll leave that to you. So these are the facts. Okay. Now, let's go on to the next one. I'm not going to format this thing. Now, take a look at this audience. Make sure you're clear about who's your audience. Okay. Now, remember, if you are actually targeting younger people, they prefer more images. The images are very important for younger people. They like emojis. They probably like different kinds of emojis, younger group. Okay. But if it's an older audience, they're not so used to this kind of emojis. Now, the reason for emojis, it has been found that in research, as you write something and you put an emoji, can you see this face? It actually tells you a little bit about being stressed. Now, and that's one. Number 2, it acts like a sentence breaker. That means what we want to do is we want them to read this stuff. Okay, we want them to read this stuff. And then we're going to have an emoji here. So this emoji will actually break them from continuously reading it. That's the whole idea of it. So it's like a 1 second pause, 1 second pause to actually stop reading continuously and just look at this and then continue. So in that 1 second, there is a chance that you might reflect or start feeling what the emoji is showing you. Okay, and I'm not sure exactly how this emoji works, but research is saying that people tend to, not sure, probably breaks the reading. Okay, you could do some research on that. Okay, but it seems to have better impact on the younger generation. Now, the other thing is, when you have too many emojis, it could also be a distraction. So not too many, but 1 or 2, one here, after each sentence, have one emoji, test it out, and you'll actually have people probably spending a little bit more time pausing in between when they read the entire text. Okay, so that's the reason why we have an emoji here. Okay, all right, good. So I hope you're okay with that. So let's go through this very fast. Urgency is fine, which I've already done. There's an audience, there's a time period. We are calling them. And your image or video, and that's why we are learning Canva. All right, so remember, this is very important because this image or the video, and it has to highlight some pain points that you're going through. Remember, you're not just doing any video. You're not just doing any video, but this video or the image must tell some form of story of all these things. So in your video, you're probably going to show some difficulties faced by people. And then your video might also highlight a little bit of benefits, a little bit of social proof if you have to put some text there, which explains. So all this will also be shown in the video or the image. Now, video is the best. Why? Not even image, but you could. Video is always the best because people spend more time watching it. And that's what we want. So that is why we are trying to use Canva to produce videos. You okay with that? All right, good. So I hope you're okay. So let's move on from here. Okay, so probably every week I'm going to show you a little bit more extra, some extras on PowerPoint. Okay, so that you can pick it up slowly. Okay, good. So let's move on. Okay, so that's done. I'm going to stop this thing. So let's share. Let's get into our Canva again, Canva. Okay, good. Okay, I'm getting into my Canva. Let's take a look. Is there anything in the chat? Yeah. Sister Shweta, thank you for that copy format. And Sister Kiran also, thank you. Salam also, all right. Okay, good. So let's move on now. Need to show you a few more things. Yesterday, I did show you about presentations. Let's take a look at that again. All right, because that's going to be a homework for this week. Okay, so let's go to templates. I'm in my Canva. Now, there's so many stuffs here. Let's take a look. Templates. Now we have, hang on, something is, okay. Okay, presentations. I'm under presentations right now. Okay, now there are hundreds of presentations here. There are hundreds of them. Now just take any one of them. What did we do yesterday? We took one of this, am I right? Okay, so choose any one of them and actually use it for your presentations. Now let's take a look at looking after our mental health. Yeah, good. This sounds good. Okay, let's customize. So once you choose this thing, go to customize this template. Good. Right now, it only shows one slide. But if you need all the slides, then you just have to click apply all 24 pages. I've just clicked the 24 pages. Let's wait for a while. It should appear below here. Let's click it again. It's taking time. Let's refresh the page. Now, sometimes you need to refresh the page. Let's try again. Apply. Okay, it's not appearing, not sure why. Okay, doesn't matter. Now you have 24 pages here, or you can just drag them one by one. I'm going to drag this, I'm going to drag this, and I'm going to place it here. That's the other way of doing it. See that? Okay. I'm going to drag another one. I'm going to place it here. Let's drag one more. You've got 4 slides. That's it. Now, let's say you're making a presentation, which is going to be your homework. Please try this out. Okay. So that's your main topic. Very nicely placed. The title, the time is here. And Brahma Kumaris can be here, our website. Here you can have Baba's logo and Brahma Kumaris. Your header, something explains the header, a nice image, something else here. Done. It's so easy. You don't have to manipulate anything. The next one, when you choose a slide, now remember I told you yesterday, but I'm going to highlight to you again. There's an overlay here. There's an overlay here. Okay. Overlay. I just clicked on this overlay. And I'm going to get this transparency. Let's try what happens. It's gone. Can you see that? The overlay is another layer. I'm just showing you how to manipulate this stuff. So there's actually 2 stuffs here. One is the actual image behind it. And then above that, or on top of that, there's another layer. So how did I do that? I just clicked on the overlay. Again, click on the overlay. Go to this section here on the top right-hand corner here and click that transparency. And you can actually make it transparent, darker or lighter. You see? Okay, so I'm going to leave it here. Then you can adjust this color. Make it darker if you need to, darker if you have to. It's fine. Okay, I'll leave that to you. So let's make it this more transparent. Okay, fine. Okay, so I don't want you to do too many changes. Take the template, okay? Just get used to using Canva's template. This is already good. This is, what is this? What is this? How do I maintain positive mental health? Maybe this looks like a pain point to me. Maybe it's just a question, okay? But yesterday we did see that 76% of US, people in US, remember that survey we did, that we saw yesterday? 76% of people in the US would prefer, or they're so focused on general well-being. So which means meditation and well-being, general well-being, which means if you're talking about meditation and you would like to focus on general well-being, that's going to be a pretty good topic because 76% of people would like to know about that. So this is an extremely good topic because it's going to appeal to people. Okay, now same thing here. Change your image, your header, have some things here. Now, what do you put here? So these are the stuffs we are going to have. I just showed you in the PowerPoint, things like the benefits maybe. And then the next one could be, again, what do you put? Maybe another benefit. So it can be like, okay, this is the pain point. Maybe this is the title. Then comes in the pain points. Then comes in some benefit. Then comes in some urgency. Let's add one more. Then benefits again. So let's be flexible about it. So you can have a repetition of benefits. But that means I'm going to have benefits here, number 3, slide number 3. Then I'm going to go into some form of urgency. Then I'm going to have benefits. Then I'm going to have some statistics. Do I have some statistics? Yeah, let's take this out. Use this pie chart. Can you see? Now let's use this pie chart. So what did we read yesterday? Say 46% are stressed or something. Then put that What statistics? Where did you get these statistics from? So show some statistics here. Now this color can be changed. Change the color if you have to. Can be orange, all right? Lighter green, that's fine. So this is what I would like you to do. I would like you to create, this is your homework. I would like you to create, take one of these slides from here, from Canva. That's your topic. Talk to your center coordinator. Choose a nice topic. Maybe mental health is good. Meditation and mental health. I think it's going to appeal to a lot of people. Meditation and mental health, maybe. Okay, your topic is here. An image is here. Follow the same format. The next part, maybe some pain points. The next, benefit. Maybe some urgency. Benefit again. Some statistics. All right, move on. Okay, so if you can create for me, say about 8 to 10 slides, or if you have more slides, that's also perfect. That's okay. That's okay. All right. So try your best. Remember, what we want is follow what we just saw. What was that? And make sure that you are clear about who's your audience. So if you're targeting older generation, so make sure your image also follows. Okay, but you don't have to mention the older generation. Okay, so your image is actually telling you about this header. The image is very important because it conveys a lot of message. Now then you have benefits again. What's the image? Again, it's about benefit. And then there's some urgency. Find an image, if you can, shows urgency. So this is what you need to do. Okay, is that clear? Is that all right for you, your homework? Yeah. Now there's something in the message. You should cite the source of the statistics. Yeah, you should. Make a footnote. Yeah, exactly, you should. That is why you have the statistics here. And then put a footnote here or give them the website. Have that link here. So that is going to actually make your entire argument or your slides very much more credible. That means you show that you're supporting it with credible information. And that's what people want to see, because they want to make sure that you are trustworthy. You see? So we can't simply invite anybody and say, no, people will have doubts. Are these people trustworthy? I'm not sure. The name sounds like Brahma Kumaris. Okay, it's an Indian association. It looks like that. It's fine. But are these people, can they actually tell me something good? They're not sure at all. So with this kind of statistics, it's going to make sure that your information is really supported well. All right. Any questions you have? Well, statistics doesn't have any copyright. I don't think there's a copyright because it's just statistics and it's actually meant for giving information to people. So I don't think issue of copyright comes there. But of course, you can cite the source, the website. Okay, it's from this website. Okay. Whatever is in Canva here, they don't have an issue with copyright. Okay, so that's fine, I think. No, somebody's there's another chat here. Can you please show one more time how did you get those 24 pages from the beginning? Okay. Now there's another question. Do I understand that I create copy on PP, PowerPoint, then copy to FB? No, not necessary. Okay, I'm going to show these two stuffs. Okay. First, I'm going to show you how I got this 24. Okay, again, all right. Because some of you are still new to this stuff. Okay. Okay, good. So let's go through again, okay? All right. Now I'm going to click your presentation anywhere. You can choose presentations from anywhere. Can you see presentations here? There's another presentation here. I'm going to click this. And then there's a presentation here. Good. All right. Now, there are lots of presentation here. But if you're not sure, then you just have to type here. Let's type mental health, if that's what you're going to do. So you get all those mental healths. There's so many. Look at that. There's so many mental healths on the left-hand side. So choose one. I'm going to choose something different. Just now I chose this. But let's say I'm going to choose looking after mental health. Yeah, let's choose this. Okay, click on this, the one which you have just chosen. And also it has got 24 pages. So click on that. Now it worked. Okay, can you see? And I clicked on apply all 24 pages, all 24 appear. Then you go one by one. All right, this probably has got more words here. Okay, good. Now let's say you have words like this. What do you do? Okay, now look, if you click on it, or look at this pen, it's already a pen, which means this is the animation. So if I'm going to play this, let's click on number 1 again. This is rise. That means maybe it's going to rise. Something is going to rise. Here, again, rise. So I'm going to play this and let's see what happens. Okay. I'm going to present this. I'm going to present this on the right-hand side at the top. Can you see that? Present. I'm going to present this. Click present. That's called rising. It's rising. It just rose. All right. I'm going to click again here, bottom. Okay, so that's again rise. The words are rising up from bottom. That's probably a pen. It's coming out this way. Okay, so that looks very simple, elegant. Look at that. That's it. Number 1. This is what I just told you. You're not giving the information. You're just telling them, okay, everyone, today I've got 5 things which I'm going to explain to you. That's it. And they are going to be very eager to know what are those 5 things. So now let's take a look. Okay, now let's say you want this to come out one by one. So click on this, click on this, click on this. Effects, not effects, sorry. 3 dots, 3 dots here, click. Animate, animate. Choose one of this. So let's see, what would you like? Bounce. Yeah, let's try bounce. Okay, so I'm going to go to number 2. I'm going to choose something else, roll. Oh, they're all actually coming up together. Why is that? Okay, fine. Roll. Let's try playing it. What happens? Good. This 2 is roll. Okay, so let's take a look again. I'm going to choose one more time. So this, let's choose 3 dots. Okay, 3 dots. Click on this and you get your animations. So choose one of them. Now remember, don't choose the one which has got the crown. The crown is the pro. That means you have to pay for it. Okay, so let's choose tumble. How does tumble looks like? Okay, good. So you can choose, but they've already animated for you. So let's say you don't want any animation. So let's click on this. Let's click on this. Okay, I'm going to show you this. I'm going to click on this. And the 3 dots, tumble, I'm going to say none. There's no animation. I'm going to click on this. Again, the 3 dots. Okay, none. Okay, so let's choose one more. None again. I'm going to choose again number 4, none. Number 5, none. Okay, good. So now let's take a look what happens. Now remember, the whole thing, the whole slide is already under the animation called pen. So we click pen and none, the entire slide now will not be animated. So I'm going to show it to you again. Can you see? Nothing happens. Nothing happens. I'm going to show it to you one more time, okay? All right, so let's try it again. Okay, good. I'm going to choose another slide. This is rice. Can you see rice? Okay, rice. So if I present it, that's rising. That's rising, okay? Good. So I'm going to go out of this. Good. So now what do you do? Let's say you don't want that animation because this animation is for the entire slide. And I don't want that. I want to animate one by one. So what I do, this entire slide is rice. Can you see that? Click on rice and just say none. Good. Now let's take a look again. Present. There's no animation. Good. Now let's add animation. Now, I just noticed in the chat that someone is not so sure about the animation in Canva. So I'm going to show it to you. Let's get this right, okay? Because it's so useful. All right. Now, let's take a look. Okay. Now, what do you want to animate? Animate. There's nothing here. So I'm going to click on the agenda. Okay, the whole thing. Go to the three dots. Let's animate them. What would you like? Bounce, ascend, escape, shift. I'm just moving on. Fade, whatever you like, choose. Or maybe breathe in. Okay, I'm just going to choose block. Fine. Okay, so let's take a look. Present. Well, that was fast, wasn't it? All right. Okay. Again, yeah, again. Okay. Let's choose this. Let's go to three dots. Animate. I'm going to choose burst. Okay, so it's burst. So this is burst. Okay, let's present that. Comes out one by one. Okay, good. I'm going to escape. I'm going to animate this stuff now. Click on this and click. Press Shift button. In Canva, you need to press Shift button. PowerPoint is Control. Press Shift and then highlight this. Is it highlighted? Okay. So this is how you choose two stuffs. And I'm going to go to the three dots and animate. Let's choose roll. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, it comes up together. Okay, so it's fine. So it looks like we don't have a choice here. This slide doesn't give us a choice. So in that way, you can just click the entire slide, animate, and breathe maybe. Fine. Click breathe, present, done. Okay, so your slide comes out in this way. Okay, are you okay about this? Let's take a look what's in the chat. How do we save this stuff? That's another question in the chat. Good. Okay, good. Now once you've done this, once you've done all this, you don't need to download at all, because go into your Canva and directly present. That's it. So you are actually playing it directly from Canva into Zoom, if that's what you want. So now if I click the next button, can you see? It keeps moving, my next. And that's it. You can either do that. So every time I press the button, which I'm doing, it moves on. So which means you don't have to download. Now, however, if you still want to download, go to these three dots beside the present button, presentation. Can you see that? Share as PowerPoint. You can actually share it as a PowerPoint. Good. So you share it as a PowerPoint. So let's try that, okay? But when you, I'm going to click this, share PowerPoint. Can you see that? So now you have 24 pages, right? 24 pages, but this is too much for me. So I'm just going to have just a few pages. I'm going to delete most of them. Okay, I'm going to delete all of them. I just need 4 pages to show you. Okay, I'm going to delete all of this and just keep 3 pages. Okay, 3 pages. Okay, now let's present it first and see what happens. So there is an animation here. Okay, there's an animation here. Now, when you download into PowerPoint, let's click PowerPoint. I'm downloading in PowerPoint. I'm downloading it. Okay, I'm downloading 3 slides and it's done. Okay, downloaded. Okay, so now I'm going to go into my PowerPoint. I'm going to stop sharing this stuff. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Okay, let's go into my PowerPoint. Let's go into my download here. I think you can see my download files here. And in my download files, can you see this is my download files? The PowerPoint mental health is already here. You can see, right? I've actually changed my screen. Now I'm in my download screen. My PowerPoint is opening up. I'm going to click enable editing. I'm right now in my PowerPoint. If you can't see my PowerPoint, please let me know. Okay, enable editing, done. Okay, so I've got 3 slides here. I've got 3 slides here. Now I'm going to press the button, the icon projector. Now the animation is missing because the animation from Canva is not supported in PowerPoint. So that's where you download those slides from Canva. Okay, download from Canva. And once it is in your PowerPoint, you just highlight, like example, there, highlight this stuff. And then let's do some animation. Okay, so what would you like? So animation, that's called zoom. That's it. So now I've actually animated. Good, done. Can you see that? Now, I've also had a question. Look at this, all right? I just zoomed it, zoom animation. I clicked on zoom animation. Can you see that? Now, let's take a look again. And look at this. Look at this on the right-hand side, top. The animation start, duration, delay. Now, under duration, there's a time. 0.5 seconds, which means my animation is going to take 0.5 seconds to appear. Now, let's test what that means. I'm going to click now, click my mouse. That's very fast, 0.5. Now, let's say you want it to be a bit slower. I'm going to increase the time to 2 seconds. One, just click on that time. I've actually made it 2 seconds. Now let's click again on the projector. That is 2 seconds. That's far cooler for the eyes, more comfortable. Can you see that? So this is how, let's make it 3 seconds. I'm just showing you, let's make it 3 seconds. From 2 seconds, I'm increasing it to 3, or maybe let's make it 5 seconds so that you can see that I've made it 5 seconds. Projector. Which one do you find nicer? You go for that. 0.5 seconds was just very fast. Can you see this? So this is what I want you to do. Use whatever's been given in Canva. Don't waste your time. Download those slides into PowerPoint. And then just type over. Just type over. But what do you type? What kind of text do you put in? Remember the sequence I gave you, not the sequence, the points I gave you, the criterias which I gave you. Work on that. Work on that. You can have repetitions. Like benefits can be twice, the pain points can be twice. But that's how we create the slide. You okay with that? All right, good. Any questions before we just have a short traffic control? All right, good. Any questions you have? Have I answered all your questions? Is it safe to keep, let's take a look. Somebody has done. Is it safe to keep our design or personal things in Canva? And how many gigabyte memory does it provide for free? It's free. You can keep as much as you want in Canva. Okay, there's no limit to it because it's an online stuff. Is it safe? As long as your password is good, but I'm not sure anything can be hacked nowadays. Okay, now, next one. But you can always delete if you think there's something sensitive in your Canva that you have, created. Download them and then delete immediately. You can do that. Sister Kiran is okay saying something. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to say what Sister Kiran said. You don't need to download. You don't need to download your Canva into PowerPoint. You can actually use it directly. Because if you actually download them, then you have to recreate your animations. So Canva actually is helping you. I'm now in my Canva screen. Can you see? So Canva is actually doing it for you, already animated. So you just have to use it. Are you okay with that? All right. So I want you to try this out. So this is your homework, remember? This is your homework. Pick one, maybe 24 slides, that's fine. 20 slides, 10 slides. That's one, all right? Now, choose a topic. I think the topic is up to you, but talk to your center coordinators. What topic would they like? Create something that helps the center. And then choose something with general well-being, meditation, well-being, health, mental health, whatever, okay? And then use those criteria, remember? So first homework, your PowerPoint slide, your Canva slide, choose one. Choose your topic. Use those criteria, add them into this. And that's it. That's a presentation. Now, however, there's something else you can do. However, let's say your slide is so beautiful, all right? And you could actually add a music here, audio. I'm going to click audio. Okay, just choose anything. Anything is fine. Let's choose, okay. I just chose a music, okay, an audio. Now, let's say you want to change this presentation into a video. That's also great because then you can post this video in your Facebook. So I'm going to click this arrow here, download arrow. Can you see that? Can you see there are three things here? There's a download arrow. There's a present arrow. Present would mean you don't want to download. You just want to use a Canva directly and present it. But the problem with this is make sure you have good coverage of internet. If that is good, then it's going to work fine. Okay, so present. Then you have the three dots, which is now asking you, do you want to share it as a PowerPoint? Or do you want to share it in your email? And so on. That's for you to check it out. Okay, good. Can you see that? So we have three things. Now let's say your slide is so good, and so you want to change it into a video. There's also a PDF here. Let's click on that. You can also change it to images, card by card or picture by picture. So every slide will become an image. So which means if you have 24 slides, all of them are going to become 24 images, which will be as a zip folder downloaded into your download file. Or you could choose an MPV video, MP4, which means your entire slide now will become a video. That's also possible. Can you see that? So you can either have it as a slide, download it into your PowerPoint, or you could have it as a video, but make sure you have a background music if it's a video. Are you okay? You getting it? Let's quickly. I'm going to answer this one or two questions, and then we're going to have traffic control. Let me read this from Sister Denise. Is there any reason why you would not be able to edit a video flyer in Canva? Okay, I'm going to try to figure this out, but okay. How to save and send an assignment in Canva? It's automatically sent. It's automatically saved. All you have to do is click the share button, copy the link, make sure it's share a link to edit. Must be an edit so that I can take a look at it. Copy the link and just send me the link. That's how you share it. Okay. But if you want to share the entire video, then you download the video first, then you pass it to me or pass it to somebody through Telegram or your email. Okay, so that's how you share. Okay, is there any other questions? Let's.
And I think you
That's
missed Geeta's question about sharing a PowerPoint in Canva. It says, will the animation in PowerPoint be supported in Canva? Like if you uploaded a PowerPoint to Canva, would its animations be retained?
I see. Okay. So you want to upload. Okay. So Sister Kiran's question, I think somebody's question. Number one, you can't upload a PowerPoint into Canva. It doesn't allow. So if you want to upload a PowerPoint into Canva, then each of those slides must be turned into an image and uploaded one by one. So that's how PowerPoint is. You can't upload a PowerPoint, because let's take a look at our upload. If I click on my upload, you can only upload images, videos, or audios. So it doesn't allow you to upload a presentation. Now, however, so anything done in PowerPoint cannot be uploaded into Canva. It has to be changed into an image. But if you have done something in PowerPoint, you could copy and paste them. I'm not sure whether it's going to work. You could copy those text one by one and paste them in the Canva. We can try that out later. You can just copy the text and just paste them in the Canva. That's possible, but it's going to be one by one. But you can't upload a PowerPoint text, PowerPoint slides into Canva. That's not allowed. There's some restrictions here. Okay, but now remember, okay, let's have traffic control first, okay, and then we'll come back to it.
से याद कीजिए। एक बूंद प्यार को है प्यासा जगत ये सारा। एक बूंद प्यार को है प्यासा जगत ये सारा। वो प्यार का है सागर प्यारा पिता हमारा। प्यासे दिलों पे प्यार की बरसात कीजिए। प्यासे दिलों पे प्यार की बरसात कीजिए। दिल में ही दिल की उससे यूं बात कीजिए। पल पल प्रभु को प्यार से याद कीजिए। पल पल प्रभु को प्यार से याद कीजिए।
Okay, am I answering all the questions? Okay, let me just go through the questions in the chat. Okay, how to save and send assignment in Canva? Just share the link, that's good enough. Now, another question is, once you have saved and you have downloaded, you can't edit them anymore. Remember, then if you want to edit a video, then you have to use Filmora. Now, the reason for that, because Canva is not an editor. Canva is not a video editor. It is just to create. It just creates a video. It creates that whatever poster or whatsoever. After that, you can't. Once you're downloaded, you can't do anything to it. It becomes an image. In Canva, next question. Sister Sangamitra is asking. In Canva, we cannot time the text accordingly like PPT. It is difficult because, as I said, Canva is not an editor. Okay. Next, Sister Sangeeta asking, a video made in Canva, saved in Canva, changed to FB format in Canva. We can directly make it into FB format. Next one, PPT animation is flattened. Yeah, that's right. Anytime you download, it's flattened. Okay. Okay, all right, good. Let's go back. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to share with you again. Let's go back to our Canva. Okay, so this is your Canva, all right? Good. Now let's go back home. I'm clicking the home button. And I am going to have okay, there's another question. After you downloaded the file, does the file stay in Canva until you delete? Yes. No. I hope you know how to delete the files. Can you see? I just did mental health, right? This is my mental health question. Sorry, slides. Just go to those 3 dots and move to trash. That's it. It's gone. So that's how you do it. That's how you delete if you don't want something. Okay, now I'm going to choose social media. All right, I'm going to choose social media. And if you click social media, can you see there's an Instagram post and the size is 1080 times 1080 pixels, which simply means a square. You can also do something in PowerPoint. If you want to post in FB, if you want to post something in Facebook, you can also do it in PowerPoint, but it has to be a square shape. Any square shape is fine. 10 centimeters to 10 centimeters, 20 centimeters to 20 centimeters, that's fine. Facebook, let's take a look at Facebook. Facebook has got this shape, 940 to 788 pixel. So if you're going to post it in a Facebook, okay, Instagram, yeah, there's so many stuffs, depending on what we're choosing, okay. WhatsApp status, okay, fine, let's go back. Let's go back to our Facebook post. Let's click that. Okay, let's click Facebook. So that's the size of the Facebook. It looks like a square, but maybe not. It looks like a square. Good. So this is just a post. This is going to be an image. Okay, so I'm going to click something on this. Okay, I've got this. And then I'm going to add page. I'm going to add page. Let's add something else. Okay, add another page. Okay, add another page. I've got 4 pages. Good. Now that you have done this, you have got 4 pages. Add whatever you like. That's your title, your image. You can actually go to your download here. Click on this. You can make it into an MP4 video. So you can actually play this as a video. But if it's a single image, then I suggest you just choose one picture, one image, one slide. But if you want to create a video, then choose MP4 and download. And this can then be posted in your Facebook. Okay, so this is how we can actually create a Facebook post video. Okay, so remember, you have to have those criteria which I told you, right? The title, and then those few 7 points or so which I told you. So this is going to be there. Okay, so now I'm going to take you to my Facebook. Okay, I'm going to take you to my Facebook right now. Let's go into my Facebook. I hope you can see my Facebook. All right. I've practically nothing here, and I've got no friends because I've actually removed everything. So now, what is it? Where is it? Let's take a look. Did I post anything? Let's go to home. Okay, good. I've got nothing at all. All right, good. So you have an image. You have a video that you want to post. Let's take a look. I want to post a video. You know how to do that. Okay, let's choose a video. What videos do I have? I'm going to choose one video. Let's make it fast. Let's choose something which I've done. We've got this video here. Okay, I've just posted the video, and I'm going to type here. This is what I'm going to type. I'm going to copy from my PowerPoint. Okay. I'm copying from my PowerPoint, and I'm going to type it here. Okay, done. Good. All right. So that's it. And I've got a video, and let's see what happens. Of course, you can't see. Okay. So I'm going to post it. Now, this is going to be my image. And look at this. There's nothing here. It's just train in Japan in the morning. Now, that's not what we want. It's just a post. They're not selling anything. They're not telling you anything. So this is where your 7 points or 8 points come in at the top. So what you're going to see is probably nothing much, just an information. Okay. Look, this is what's going to happen. So this is going to be some pain point here and some questions here, and then see more. I'm sure you know all this. And that's going to be a video over here. So that's how it's going to be. So when people read, they're probably going to read the first 3 lines. And if they are interested, they're going to click more. And that video is also going to tell you more on this stuffs. That's it. So this is what I would like you to test out. Okay. You can test out on your own FB. But careful, maybe post something about yourself, nothing to do with BKs. But if you're doing something about Brahma Kumaris, make sure you discuss with your maybe your center, all right, on what to put. Maybe a general topic like stress should be okay. General topic on stress, test it out, okay. But make sure if you need to add Brahma Kumaris in, you speak to your center coordinators. If it's general topic on stress, let's start play with the pain points, a question, benefits, some statistics, social proof, and then put an image here or video here about stress. Create your own. Okay, create your own example. Let's go back here. Create your own Facebook video if you can, and test it out. And put in those 7 or 8 points which I just told you, and then post it on your own FB. Okay, so this is not under Brahma Kumaris, maybe this is under your own. But if you're doing something for Baba, then make sure you talk to your center coordinators. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, anything else you have to ask me? Okay. Okay, good. So I hope that's okay with you. You're okay? So let me just quickly go through what you have to do this week. This week, you have to create for me a presentation. Okay, you need to create for me a presentation. I hope that is clear. So that's your first work. Your first homework will be your presentation. Choose a slide. I'm going to go through it again very fast. Just take 2 minutes before I start on Filmora. Okay, so just like, okay, your presentation, and choose a topic. Put in those points which I mentioned. Then, if you can, create a Facebook page, something to put in your Facebook. Maybe a video you want to create on your own. Maybe the videos that you had done previously in your first, second week of your, your homework. Okay, place those here, those video. Now, if the video size is not exactly like how Facebook wants, it doesn't matter. Maybe a small part of it might be removed, chopped off. That's fine. Doesn't matter. It's just for testing purpose. And then try out those 7 or 8 points which I told you. But remember, before you do that, test it out in your emotional value analyzer. You need to do that, remember? Okay, test it out. Make sure every sentence you put in Facebook is at least above 50 or 40%, at least above 40%. Now make sure your words and all those are correct. If you need somebody to read through it again, check. Yeah, please do that, especially if it's an official BK stuff. Make sure you double check it. You need to do that. So you're clear about the homework. Is that okay? Any questions on the homework? A video now, next question. A video created for FB, can it be converted to other media platform? Of course you can. You can. It's just that the video size for this Facebook is a bit odd. Okay, the size is odd. So when you have it converted to another platform, it will not take that full size of that handphone screen or your TV screen or your computer screen. It might just be like, part of both sides on the left and right might be darkened or just black, and you have just a box right in the middle of your screen. So it might look like that, okay? Now, how to change a pixel size? That's another question. Once you have created an image in Facebook, you can't change it because then you need to require resize, which is a pro. You can't. So what I'm going to do is, let's take a look. Look at this, yeah? Now, let's say you have done something in your Facebook size, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight the whole thing. I just highlighted the first slide, okay? I'm highlighted the whole thing. And I'm going to copy them, Control C. I'm going to copy them, Control C. Do you know what I'm doing? I've just highlighted my first slide, which is this, have a happy birthday, and the girl's photo image here, both highlighted, okay, both highlighted. And I'm going to Control C. I've copied this thing. Now I'm going to go out of this. I'm going to create a new one. Let's say I want to create a video. I'm going to click a video. All right, I'm going to create a video. And I'm going to paste it over here. Let's try whether it works. It should work. Control V. Okay. All right. Let's paste this. Can you see that? I just brought this over here. Which means whatever I do in Facebook or anything, you can copy that same image and paste it onto another format. All right, but it's going to take time. So you need to paste one by one. That's possible. So remember where this image came from? It came from Facebook just now, that Facebook format. But now it's in a 16:9 ratio. This is 16:9 ratio. That's a video format. You okay with that? I hope you're okay with that. Good. Now, all right. Any other question on this before I start? Which points do we have to put in presentation for homework 1? Homework 1. This week's homework 1. Which points? You actually have to add all those 7 points wherever you can. So that's what probably we need at least 7 to 8 slides. Of course, you can have more. And some of them will repeat, like benefits will repeat a few times. And maybe slide number 3 and slide number 6 may have some social proof statistics. It's okay, repetition is fine. So you might want to have more slides, okay? More slides for that homework. Next question, should the text be copied separately? I'm not sure what you mean, but yeah, you could just, yeah, sometimes Canva doesn't allow you to have many things copied and pasted pasted all together. So in that case, you probably need to have copied one by one. So my suggestion, decide what you want right from the start, okay? So if you want a Facebook, then go for Facebook. If not, go for a normal video, okay? But remember, you can also have a normal video size uploaded into Facebook. That's okay, because Facebook will actually remove or chop them off or edit them and just take their size that they would like to have. That's fine. Okay, test it out. You can even post a normal video, normal size video on Facebook. That's okay. You should test it out. Okay, good. Okay, so that's fine. I'm going to move out from Canva. Okay, I'm going to move up.
Nandabai,
yes, is there something else?
could you just, yeah, there's a couple of things. There was a question left over from Fern yesterday about how making this stuff show up well on a mobile. You mentioned a little bit about that, but is there a way to ensure that it's going to look okay on a mobile phone? And then Depesh is reviewing the homework and he wants to make sure he's got the 3 homeworks correct.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see his chat.
Okay, Depesh, is that okay?
Depesh.
Yeah.
He says,
okay.
so 3 homeworks. 1, PowerPoint with images for foundation. Secondly, Canvas PowerPoint with 7 points, Canva PowerPoint with 7 points. And EMB, and then the third one is the Facebook.
Okay. So could you send it to me in Telegram? All right, please. Could you send it to me in Telegram if you have not, because I've not seen it yet.
I'll put it in your private chat.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
I'll
so
check
this is
on
what,
that.
yeah.
I'll check on that. Dipesh, and get back to you. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So Sister Fern's question, I think I've answered her. She's also got it. I've answered her yesterday. I think she have understood that thing. But anyway, I'll repeat. What's the question? The question is, sometimes when you do it and then you have it, you are directly seeing it in Canva using your mobile, the words may not be aligned. Some things may be misaligned. That could happen. So the best way is to download them first, and then it should solve your problem. Okay.
And someone is asking how you can create a Facebook business page for this.
We will probably touch on that towards the 4th and 5th week, because I have not taught you on advertising, Facebook advertising, Facebook business page, and so on. But why are we doing all these things the first 3 weeks? Because you need content, you need a video, you need all those things which we have learned. So once you're good in that, then you can actually master the Facebook advertisements, the business Facebook page, and all those, and then start loading our content. Okay, so that's this. The first 3 weeks is like a foundation for you. Okay, we will be going into that very soon. Okay. One more last check. Can you write down the 7 points in a document to refer? That means what I can do is I can post it to Sister Kiran, and she can actually put it up in the WhatsApp. It can be done. All right. Okay. Those 7 or 8 points. Okay. All right. So I'm going to stop sharing, and I'm going to take you into. Let me know if I missed out any questions. I'm going to take you into my Filmora. Okay, I hope all of you have got at least the trial Filmora. But why are we using Filmora? That's because you probably want to have more effects and you want to have better control of your videos. Okay, so let's get into that. I'm going to share my slide. Hang on. Filmora is quite a heavy file, so it takes time to open up. Hang on. Okay, good. Any other questions I'm missing? Okay, good. All right, so I hope you can see my Filmora. Again, let me share this stuff. I'm going to share my screen, Filmora. It's very easy, although it looks very complicated. Okay. Now I'm going to use Filmora. The reason is you can actually use, there's so many things like Adobe Premiere Pro. They're all the same, okay? They're almost the same. And there are also many other free softwares. But I'm going to start off with Filmora because it's easier. The buttons and controls are easier. And so using this, once you've understood how to use this thing, then you can actually use any of those free softwares out there. Okay. Okay, so good. So all of you can see my Filmora screen, right? Okay, good. The first thing you want to do is over here. Let's take a look. We have media files. These are the media files. Audio files. If you click on audio, there's lots of music already here, background music. There's 200 over music. which means you have lots of them here. You don't have to look for it from another source unless you want something really different and special. Then you look for it. But otherwise, the audio that is given in Filmora is quite adequate. It's quite enough. Then you have media. What is media? Media means whatever images, videos that you have already here. I've got more than 70 because I've been doing it. Okay, but you have to import them. So I'm going to just show you this too, media and the audio, background music. Now on the right-hand side over here, is the video screen. This black stuff here is called the video screen. So whatever you want to play or whatever you're testing it out will show on this screen. Is that okay? Very simple. Good. So now what I'm going to do, first thing you're going to do is, can you see this word import? I'm going to import something. I'm going to click on this. And it says import a media file. Okay, I'm going to click on that. Import means, would you like to import a video? Okay, I'm going to import a video. You can import anything. Let's import some images first. Remember the file which I gave you, the lots of images. Okay, I'm going to use that. Images. Can you see? I've got lots of images. You can choose one by one. You can choose one by one, or you can just highlight everything, whichever you want. Let's choose something. Okay, I'm going to press this. Control means choose one by one and group them together. I'm going to choose a few. I'm going to choose this, and I'm going to choose this. Okay. I'm going to choose as many as possible. Okay. Okay, good. So then once you've chosen whatever images, you just click open. And all those images that you have just chosen will appear in this place. Are you following me? That's it. Again, I'm going to repeat this stuff. Beginning, I had an empty desk. Let's call this as a desk, image desk. It's empty, nothing was here. So I import the files, whatever you want, whether it's video or image. Go to your folder and just choose whatever you want. Once you have chosen something, then you just click open. That's it. So all your images will now appear here. You see that? Good, done. Now what I'm going to do is click on this and just drag it. Now before that, if you notice here, below here, you have tracks. These are called tracks. Dark, gray, slightly lighter, and so on. There are 3 tracks here. 1, 2, 3. So if you notice by the side here, that's a play. Looks like a play thing. That means that's a video track. And the one next below is the audio track. Can you see? That's the music, the background music track. You place them here. So this is a video track, and that's an audio track. That's it. We have only 2 tracks here at this point of time. You can add more. Automatically it adds for you, so no worries. I'm going to take all these photos, and I'm going to drag this photo one by one. Let's say I click on this, drag it, leave it here. Can you see? That's it. So now it is now telling me, Filmora's now telling me, okay, you have dragged one photo here, one image, and placed it on the video track, and it is showing you on the screen. That's your video track. Okay. Now this is the timeline. Can you see the timeline here? So right now it's about 5 seconds. If you can't see it, you can actually drag it. Can you see? I can drag it. Drag to the left and right. So then I can see the timeline very clearly. So this image here is 5 seconds. That's it. Okay. And you can make it smaller if you want to. That's fine. I'm going to make it like this. I'm going to drag my next image, click on the next image, and drag it and place it beside. I'm going to drag a next photo, drag it beside. Okay, just drag it, place it beside. Next photo. You getting it? You okay? I'm going to drag another one. Just drag, and I'm going to drag this yogi woman. Okay. I'm also going to drag, do I have anything else? Okay, people in sorrow maybe. Done. I've got about how many? 7 pictures, and the time comes to about 35 seconds, maybe 33 seconds. That's fine. Your video is done. Okay, now let's take, are you okay? That's it. You just drag. It's very much simple. It's very easy, right? Now what you have to do, first step is what? Import all your photos. Just click and all your images will come here. You can import even videos. That's fine. Number 2, first step, import. Second step, drag any of these photos. I'm dragging again, place it here. That's it. Drag whatever photos that you want to make it into a video. So right now, all this is going to become combined and into a video. That's all, huh? You have created a video, that's it. Next, I want to add an audio. So let's go to an audio. Click that audio here, up here. And choose any music you like. Let's choose an epic. Okay, I've got some music here. You can choose anything you like. Okay, I'm going to choose something here. I'm going to drag this music. Can you see I'm dragging again? I click on this music, drag it and leave it on that audio track. That's my audio track. Done. Finished. Now play it. Let's play and see what happens. Play button is here. Okay, that's it. You've got a video. You actually have a video. You see that? Good. Now the next thing you want to do, very basic, right? We only had 3 steps. What's the step? Number 1, import. Number 2, drag your image and place it on the track. How do you do that? Remember, you must go to media. Media is here, audio is here at the top. Drag your image and place it on the video track. Then go to audio. Drag any one of those audio and place it on the audio track. Done, it's finished. Now, what's the next step? Okay, now, right? Now, this is this orange line here. Let's call it the scissors. Okay, the scissors is here, and you want to stop at this point. Let's say here. Okay, you want to stop it here. Because why? Because the music is too long. I need to get rid of the excess music. So what I'm going to do, click on that music, because I want to cut and remove the excess. Click on the music. I'm going to click on the music. Click. Can you see? Once, okay, again. Click on the music. Okay. Click on the music. It's highlighted. Click on the scissors because you need to cut the music. Click. Done. It's already cut. And you just click on the part you want to delete. I'm going to click on this part and press delete button. It's gone. Are you following me? So now you have got your images and your audio with the same length of time. Now let's play it again. I'm going to move this here. Can you see when you move, it's actually showing you where you are at any one point of time. I'm going to play this. I'm going to show you something at the end corner. All right, now, which you cannot do in Canva. Canva also you can create videos, but there's something you can't do in Canva. I'm going to play this stuff, okay? And what I want you to observe or listen to is, as you're playing this music, it will come to an abrupt end. The music comes to an abrupt end, stop. And that's not so nice, okay? So I want you to listen to that, and we're going to adjust that. I'm going to play. That's not so nice. It just came to a stop. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to make it fade out, slow and steady. All right. So what I'm going to do is, watch please. Now if you hover on top here, you'll see a small, tiny little white piece appearing. Can you see? I'm hovering. Can you see that? Did you see at the end of it? There's a small, tiny little, I don't know what you call this, mark or something appearing. I'm going to drag that. Can you see? I'm going to drag that. There, can you see that? The music actually fades out. This is the fading out of the music. So not so much, maybe. Okay. All right. Slightly fade out. Fine. Okay. Let's play that again. That's fading out of the music. So you can't do this in Canva. So what do you do after you have downloaded the video in the Canva, assuming you find Canva easier. So get that video downloaded from Canva and then import that video here. Place that Canva video on this track and then just adjust the music to fade out. That can be done. All right, the last thing which I want to show you, okay? Now, if you see the images here, I'm going to play again. The images here appear suddenly and it doesn't slowly blend into each other. Watch the next image. Appearing, suddenly appearing. I don't want that. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to add something called transition. Transition. What is the transition? A smooth move over into the next slide. Click transition. You see that? Okay. Transition. You can choose fade or anything here. All right, whichever you like, you can test it out. Shall I test? Okay, let's choose fade. Okay, I'm going to drag fade and I'm going to place it in between the two slides. Can you see? Let's make this bigger. I have two slides here. Slide 1, slide 2. I'm going to drag one of this, drag, and place it in the middle. That's it. Okay. Now I'm going to choose another one, maybe a ripple. Ripple. Is there a ripple here? Move it slow. Okay. What do you have? There's so many stuffs. I'm going to choose one. Okay. I'm going to choose maybe a box turn. You want a box turn? Okay, let's try box turn. I'm going to place it in between two slides. That's it. Done. Let's test it out. Okay. See what happens. It shows a smoother transition. Okay, so you choose what you like. There are plenty of it here. I'm going to choose one more. Okay, in case you want to replace this, you don't have to delete, just drag another one and put it over. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, see what happens. Also do that. Let's say I want to have zoom, so drag zoom and leave it over here. And let's say I want it over a longer period of time, possible. All you have to do is just drag this box longer. Let's try it one last one, and then you see that? So it's for you to just test it out. Now I'm not going to go into very detail. I'm going to stop at this point. I'm just going to revise, summarize the whole Filmora stuff. What did we learn? First, you need to import. Step 1, import. Step 2, drag your images or your videos onto the track. That's step 2. Step 3, drag your audio, whatever music, into the audio track. That's step 3. Step 4, remove or use the scissors to cut off your excess music, if there is excess music. Done. And step 5, if you want a smoother transition between the two slides, then you can add this transition. Click on transition. Just choose and try testing it out. So there's no homework for this video, but I want you to test it out. Okay, so by next week, I hopefully your Canva is good. You're improving on it. I'll show you a few more on the PowerPoint stuff. Weekly, we'll do some, Canva a little bit. And then we'll try to create something for FB using this Filmora stuff next week also, Filmora, more into Filmora. Then we will try to post something on the FB. And we're going to set up our business page in FB. And slowly we're going to look into how to have advertisements, reach out to more people, add awareness and the faces in those advertisements, how to maximize those things. We're going to learn in that coming, I think our course is stretched up to 5 weeks, right? 5 weeks. So we're going to use those last 2 weeks to actually get deeper into this. Okay, all right. So I'm going to stop this at this point. Okay, let's quickly take a look at this chat. Okay. Sorry, Sister Margaret is asking, how do we remove the present one to start another one? Are you talking about Filmora or are you talking about Canva? Can we also another question? Filmora. You want to remove? Okay. Okay. Let me just quickly. All right. I hope you're seeing it. But yeah, that's important. Hang on. Just take 1 more minute. Okay, Filmora. I'm sharing my Filmora. Okay, now all you have to do is just highlight the whole thing, highlight and delete. That's it. Make it small, make your timeline small so you can see the whole thing. Can you see? And then highlight everything and delete. That's it, it's gone. Then you import the new stuff back in.
But what if you want to save it?
I didn't teach that. Okay, very quickly. So let's undo this stuff. Okay, good. So I've got this. So what you do is, can you see this? File, save your project as. You'll see this kind of stuff, this thing like this Filmora icon, and then type your name and keep it. Remember, this file cannot be read by any other software, neither can it be played by any other video players, because this is a Filmora file. Now, however, if you want it to be downloaded, then you have to export it. Export, click export. You see? MP4, choose MP4, it's automatically MP4. And then put down your name, whatever your name, save as what, where you want to save it, and just export. And then you can locate your file in that place. So export is saving. But once you export, you can play it anywhere. And later, if you want to bring it over into Filmora to be edited, it's also possible. Okay, but my suggestion, if you want easy, faster editable stuffs in Filmora, then save it over here, save project as. That is fully editable. Once you download, editing becomes slightly more difficult. Okay, so that's how you save it. Okay, hopefully all right. But any other questions on this before we stop at this point? Okay, good.
There's one question about removing voice and creating karaoke from a song using Filmora.
Yeah, it's possible. All those can be done. Okay, I'm going to go into all those, removing sound, changing the sound. Your voice can be changed into a, let's say my brother's voice changed into a sister's voice. Yeah, we can play all the stuffs by just editing certain features. Okay, all right. I think I've answered most of you. Okay, thank you. All right, good. All right, let's stop at this point. Okay, so very good. Please make sure you have your homework done. Okay, all right. Thank you so much. Let's have a sit in Baba's remembrance. Okay, all right. Thank you.
You are the boatman who ferries my life from the shores of death to the land of your light. You are the gardener who tends to my needs, encourage the flowers, destroy all the weeds. You are the jeweler, you make me a diamond, a thing of great beauty, forever to shine on. You are the jeweler, you make me a diamond, a thing of great beauty, forever to shine on. You are the businessman with a contract of lovers in return for our love. Give 1,000,000 times over. You are the lighthouse and we are returning to the land long forgotten, to the place we've been yearning. You are the jeweler, you make me a diamond, a thing of great beauty, forever to shine on. You are the jeweler, you make me a diamond, a thing of great beauty, forever to shine on. You play the music and you sing the song, you perform magic to make the soul strong. You are the alchemist, you make gold from a stone. You are the one guide to take the soul home. You are the jeweler, you make me a diamond, a thing of great beauty, forever to shine on. You are the jeweler, you make me a diamond, a thing of great beauty, forever to shine on.
Om Shanti. Thank you. See you next week again.
Thanks. This was great.
Thank you, Baiji.
Thank you, Maiji.
Thank
you very
so
much.
much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
See
very
you
much,
next week.
Baiji.
Om
It's
Shanti.
wonderful. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Shanti. Thank you.